And there we go, simple as that.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle.
What's up guys, welcome back to another week's episode. Today we are tackling suspension work. I'm not the biggest fan of fitting suspension. It's just a tedious long task, but we've never done this before, so today is going to be kind of a learning curve for us. Fitting sleeve overs in the Mk2 today, it's going to be a first, so we're probably going to run into a couple of issues, but yeah, that's how you learn. We're going to be fitting that. Also, Blake has had the windows tinted. I'll just show you a bit of that, and then yeah, we're going to get started on the sleeve overs. Like I said, we've never done it before, so this is something new for us. My dad and Blake actually started on the rear yesterday, so we're gonna get right into the front now. They're busy removing the front left, I think, and then we're gonna tackle the rest. So they've got the rear in already. You can see over there. One thing I realized and I like about this is that it actually gives you the measurements over here, so you can adjust it like accurately on both sides. You'll see it's on this side and then obviously on the other side, so it allows you to line it up or adjust both sides pretty much exactly the same on each side, and that's what I really like. So the rear is in, they fit that yesterday, and then my daddy and my brother, they're just disassembling the front. We've removed the front shock and spring. Wow, we're still busy taking the spring off. This is what it comes like packaged. I believe you have to drill a hole in here in order to fit the shock in here. It's all dependent because it's obviously universal, so it depends on the size of the shock, and then also you get a whole lot of different sizes of these which goes onto the shock to secure this and avoid rattling. So it essentially goes on the shock mount, and then this fits in there and it stops this from rattling, so holds it securely to the shock, if that makes sense. Essentially it fits between this over here and this, so there's no rattling over here. And then after that, put the spring on, and now, like I mentioned, we need to drill this hole to this thickness in order for the bearing of the top strut to still fit on here. So we need to go to this thickness so that cap fits here, and then this bearing, top strut fits on here, over here, and flush with this. And it fits perfectly. Let me just show you quickly. This initially couldn't fit on here, and we had to drill the hole in order for it to fit. I think it was 20 mil. So you get quite a bit of this as well in the kit. This comes with it in a little Allen key, and I think it belongs in here. So there's 1, 2, 3 holes in here, and I think it goes in here once it's on the shock, just to secure that as well, so there's no movement and no rattling. So I've got these 3 over here, and if you look, currently this moves, and then like I said, those holes over there, they have 3 on each one, and I'm going to put these in here just so this doesn't move, and it makes it easier when you're adjusting, makes it much easier so this doesn't turn while you try to adjust the height. Also, one thing we realized, we made a bit of an error or mistake on this over here. This side on the rear, both sides actually, both rear, we have the numbers going this way down, and we realized that on the front side we actually got it the other way around. I don't think it should be much of a problem because we've got both front sides the same, so we can just adjust both accordingly, but it is different from the rear to the front. Hopefully that's not a big issue. Just bear that in mind if you guys do fit this. So I'm just going to put these 3 back in now, and then you'll see the difference. Well, I've actually got the other side. Let me show you this side. So over here, You can see I've got the 3 in and there's absolutely no movement. Makes it much easier when you need to adjust. We ran into a slight issue while assembling this side, the left front. We realized that this shock actually, this is thicker than the front right, so we actually then had to use this the other way around, because, or flip this thing the other way around, because if this was flipped the other way, it wouldn't allow us to tighten it over here because the gap's too big. So we needed to actually put it this way around in order for us to utilize these holes and secure this onto the side. So we're busy taking off this side now, and then we can swap this around. Sides are fitted, it's looking good. We just want to do a few adjustments because the rear is slightly lower than the front, so we're going to raise the rear a little bit and then perhaps just drop the front a little bit more, but it's looking nice. Yeah, we just got to do a little bit of adjusting to get the height looking good. It's kind of leaning to the back, so the rear is quite low compared to the front, and we just want to balance that out a bit. So we're just going to do some adjusting quickly. We realized that there was an issue at the back. We put that one plate in the wrong position, and that resulted in this. So the shock is pushing right through. However, we have figured out what the problem was, and we've resolved it. We've got the solution. We've sorted it out. The side is correct. I'll just show you exactly what happened and what we done. So essentially what happened is this piece over here was put on the wrong place. We actually put it under this over here. There's a ledge over there that holds that, and this silver thing's actually supposed to go between these two, which will keep the shock in place and not allow it to push through like what we were experiencing. So what we're doing now is we're just removing this, and then this we're going to put in, slot in between the two of this. And there we go, as simple as that. This basically supports and holds this on here. Previously we had this below that, which was allowing the shock to come through, but now that this is supporting that, that solved the problem. What a mission that was, but we are finally done. Everything's tightened up and the car's on the floor. It's looking good. We just now have to take it for a drive, test drive it, see if there's any noises, and also we can see how the car actually drives. Very interested and keen on seeing how it drives and comparing that to the coilover setup that we had in the Mark 1. So yeah, we're going to pull the car out now and then take it for its first test drive. So I'm not too sure if you can pick it up on the camera, but it's nice and low. It's sitting, I like how it's sitting actually. It's not too low, it's not too high, but also we got it on 13, so once it's on a bigger tire it will look much better. But I like how it's sitting at the moment. The front is lower than the rear. It's like 2-finger gap. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. It could go a little bit lower, but you also don't want it to be too low. But let's see how the car drives. Okay, so first drive. Let's see how it drives. Can definitely feel the bounce. Just gonna go over a speed bump. I mean, it's not too bad considering that the price of sleeve overs compared to coil overs. I'd say so far it feels fairly similar. Obviously, still needs to settle. The springs, it's new springs, so it should settle. Car might go low, a little bit lower. But yeah, it is a little of a rough drive, but I thought it would have been worse. It's not that bad actually. If you hear that sound, it's the rev count. It's a bit sticky, so it makes a noise when the car's cold. Yeah, must just double check if everything's tightened up when we get back home. But I'm pleasantly surprised if I were to compare it to like a set of coilovers. Yeah, I must just obviously go check. I do hear a bit of a knocking noise on the right. Just want to check when we get back home everything's tightened up. So yeah, I don't think it's too bad considering the price. Get what you pay for at the end of the day, and gives you a nice decent low. So yeah, that's it for this week's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, hope it was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.